anti-capitalist protesters occupying a building in Liverpool demand to speak to the council leader. And the former Chief Constable of West Yorkshire and Merseyside, Sir Norman Bettison, has arrived to give evidence at the Hillsborough inquests. 24 hours after a deadline passed for them to leave, anti-capitalist protesters remain barricaded inside an historic building in Liverpool. A group calling itself the Love Activists has been occupying the old Bank of England building on Castle Street for more than a week and is using it as a homeless shelter. The group is demanding a meeting with the city's mayor, Joe Anderson, and say they won't leave until they get it. Our reporter Lindsay Prosser sent this a short time ago.
The protesters say they're determined to continue their sit-in here and have been receiving supplies from local firms and members of the public who've donated food. They say they're campaigning against a lack of support for homeless people and the fact that buildings like this remain empty when there's such a need for housing. They also say they want an end to austerity cuts. Now, a short time ago, more police began arriving here and a senior police officer and fire officer began to assess the building. The legal deadline for the protesters to leave has already passed, and yesterday a bailiff visited the building. They say they are expecting to be evicted anytime soon. Back to you in the studio.
Lindsay Prosser reporting there. Now, in the last few minutes, we've spoken to Juliet Edgar from the group on the phone, and we asked her how long they'll try to resist the eviction.
When we have water, we have electricity, the donations, just a pile has just come in. Remember, everything is coming into this building via one of those heavy-duty shopping bags and a piece of rope, right? So I think we could survive for quite a long time here with the support we are receiving from the public.
Well, this comes as a report says the North West has more empty homes than anywhere else in the country. The Institute for Public Policy Research says there are more than 40,000 empty properties, with Manchester and Liverpool being hotspots. It wants local authorities to do more to fill them.
The current policy regime, we think, is limited. It's not providing the right incentives for local authorities to bring properties back onto the market. A property is long-term empty if it's empty after 6 months, but we don't tax it extra council tax until 2 years. We think the gap between that period of recognising it as long-term empty and taxing it should be narrowed.
The Hillsborough inquests have heard claims that the former police officer Sir Norman Bettison told a man he'd been asked to concoct a story for South Yorkshire Police, blaming drunk Liverpool fans for the Hillsborough disaster. The jury was told Sir Norman, who's due to give evidence